you really have to watch the hardness of the barrels with the temperatures. And I know people can say all what they want about how they won't hit the bats in certain temperatures, but we know that's just not reality.
No.
Just like the balls, we know because we're the most popular company for derby softballs, we know that a big portion of the senior softball bat buyers buy our derby balls, and they're not hitting 52 300s or 44 375s. They're hitting 525s or 650s or 700s a lot of times.
Yeah.
And so let's just be conscious of what's really happening. And I mean, it's not everybody, but we have to realize these things are going on, and that people are hitting the bats in 50-degree temperatures. Because if you're like me, and I get it, I mean, I can go out there in shorts in 50 degrees and hit, and I think it's great weather. It's terrible on the bats. It's terrible. It's really, really bad on the bats, guys. But it doesn't necessarily feel cold for everybody out there. You know, they're not freezing out there. I know guys that live in like Columbus, and 50 degrees is nice to them, you know. So, and I have some numbers here I will share for you on our latest ball like temperature testing on the actual compression of a 375 by the weather. I'll peek at it actually, because I was working on a lot of stuff. So,
you know, Jeff, somebody was asking about that on the last podcast. Has anybody did any testing on balls and weather? And
well, you know, we were ball gurus way before bat. So, I will say as good as we are in the bat world, and I've always said this, we're state of the art when it comes to polymers and polycores and softballs. And we really do a lot of testing. There can be variables, but I'm gonna throw some numbers out there for you. So you take a 44 375 ball, and the testing and parameters at 72 degrees. At 65 degrees, that ball will be 410 pounds of compression. That same ball. At 60 degrees, it's 435. At 55, it's a 460 compression ball. At 50 degrees, it's 485 pounds. So, you know, you think about that. Yeah, it's fun to play tournaments when it's cooler because you're hitting the ball further, and, you know, offense is a good time for everybody, let's face it. I know I have more fun when I hit in cooler temperatures because it just helps out batting average, right? So I'm not saying don't play tournaments in the cooler temperatures. Just be conscious of the damage you may do on the bat, because, you know, obviously hitting balls that high in compression, they're just hard, and they'll beat up your bat a little bit, especially if you swing hard. You know, if you don't swing real hard, it may not be a big difference from you. But, you know, a lot of people who follow us, I think they notice, they might not know the exact numbers of things, but they're conscious of these kind of things, right? The people who watch our stuff, you know. So